The truths about old age. As David sat on his porch, watching the golden sunset paint the sky, he couldn't help but reflect on how much life had changed over the years. At 75, he had seen the world evolve, watched his children grow into adults, and felt his own body transform in ways he never expected. Old age, he realized, was filled with both challenges and unexpected joys. Growing up, David had always thought of aging as something far in the future, something that only happened to others. He believed the common myths that old age meant loneliness, weakness, and a life of regret. But now, as he lived through it, he understood that the truth about old age was far more complex. Truth 1: the body slows down, but it's not the end. David had always been strong, working as a carpenter for decades. But over the past few years, he had noticed his body slowing down. His knees ached in the morning, his hands weren't as steady as they used to be, and he needed more rest after simple tasks. At first, he saw this as a sign of weakness, but he soon learned that aging wasn't about stopping, it was about adapting. Instead of running, he took long walks. Instead of lifting heavy furniture, he focused on lighter projects. He realized that staying active, even in small ways, helped him feel strong and capable. Truth number 2: memory changes, but wisdom grows. There were times when David struggled to remember names or where he had left his glasses. He feared that his mind was slipping away. But then he noticed something interesting. While small details sometimes escaped him, his understanding of life had deepened. He had a lifetime of experiences to draw from. He could give advice to his grandchildren, tell stories that held valuable lessons, and see problems from a perspective younger people often missed. His memory wasn't failing him. It was just making space for more important things. Truth number 3: loneliness is a choice, not a guarantee. One of David's greatest fears about aging was being alone. Many of his old friends had passed away, and his children were busy with their own lives. But instead of withdrawing, he made an effort to stay connected. He joined a local gardening club, made friends with his neighbors, and even learned to use video calls to keep in touch with family. He realized that loneliness wasn't just about being alone. It was about choosing not to reach out. Truth number 4: there is still joy to be found. David had assumed that by old age, the best moments of life would be behind him. But one evening, as he sat watching the sunset with his granddaughter, he felt something unexpected: happiness. He found joy in small things: a warm cup of tea, a conversation with an old friend, the laughter of children playing nearby. Old age wasn't the end of joy. It was simply a different way of experiencing it. As David sat there, he smiled. He now knew the truth about old age. It wasn't something to fear, but something to embrace.